UFC 229. Okay. Conor Khabib. Not talking about the fight, are we? Although Khabib gave his fans and all the interested parties who had no real skin in the game other than hatred of Conor McGregor, he gave all those fans exactly what they wanted, which was Conor on, as he would say, his arse in the fourth round. Okay. The rear naked choke is what caused Conor to be submitted. And then all holy heck break loose. And we all know it. Khabib jumps over the fencing of the octagon, jumps in and goes at Conor's jiu-jitsu coach, by the way. Words I never thought I would say is, I can't believe he jumped the octagon fence and went after somebody else's jiu-jitsu coach. Normally you don't do that. Jumping into the arena. Fans. Anybody could have gotten hurt, killed. Oh, my God.
It was ridiculous.
Here comes Khabib Nurmagomedov into the populace of Las Vegas, Nevada, fully enraged. And the amount of hand-wringing over this, as well there should be, because anybody could get killed. But my first thought was, how dare somebody from Dagestan who wrestled bears at age 7, who jumps into an octagon, a fenced-off octagon, willing to get his brains beaten in by feet and knees and forearms and fists. Anybody who does MMA for a living, how dare that person not act with decorum after it's all done? How does this not happen all the time?
Yeah, right?
When you watch this sort of stuff. How dare this person who has been the subject of insults of his religion and country and family. I mean, the stuff that Conor McGregor said about this guy. You'd want to hop a fence and hit somebody's jiu-jitsu coach after you've given him a rear naked choke. I've never done that, by the way. I've barely hopped a fence. But at any rate, it's amazing it doesn't happen more often. But I want to give the kudos here to Dana White, because he was the face of contrition on the spot in a world where it seems nobody's contrite anymore. In sports and in life, he was ashamed. He said he couldn't have been more disappointed. Here was Dana White after the fight on ESPN.
Been doing this for 18 years, and the biggest night ever, and I couldn't be more disappointed.
Have you talked to Khabib? Right?
I have not.
Okay.
What did he say to you in the octagon?
Who?
Habib, I saw you talking to him in the octagon.
Yeah. So Habib, I said, he said, put my belt on me, and I said, no, we're not going to put the belt on you because I think that the fans are going to go crazy and they're going to throw stuff in here. He says, I don't care. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. I said, yeah, well, the other 20,000 people that are sitting here and paid for tickets aren't ready for this.
Run the other soundbite too, Kenny. Go for it.
Habib diving over was ridiculous. I mean, you just won a great fight. You fought brilliantly. You're about to get the belt on, and people are going to respect the fact that you fought well and you won the fight. But instead, you dive over the cage and start this huge melee with Conor's corner. It's bad. There's going to be an investigation by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and there's going to be big money fines, and these guys are in big trouble.
Now, this is a man who's in charge of an organization that, let's be honest with everybody, is going to reap a poop ton of money for the rematch that Conor's already tweeted out that he wants, and Conor didn't even press charges against the stooges that jumped the fence and jumped him from Khabib's group. He didn't press charges. You know why? Because he knows how difficult it is to make a fight when you have charges against you. He wants to fight. We all, as fans, seeing that, and we're like, oh my God, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It's awful. Oh, nobody got hurt? Oh, gosh, when are they going to fight again? And Dana White could have, again, in this day and age, gone out and said, yeah, that was bad. Nobody got hurt. How awesome was that? Isn't everybody watching? Can't wait for the rematch. Yeah, we'll deal with the athletic commission best we can. We'll figure it out. They really didn't mean it. You go ahead and compose yourself after the stuff that Conor said. He could have absolutely said that. Because in this day and age, nobody's ashamed of anything anymore. Let's call it as we see it. In this day and age, nobody owns being contrite because it's viewed as weak. That's fact. And he didn't do it. He actually was ashamed. And Dana, I want to say to you, thank you for that. For real. And I can't believe that's an outlier anymore in our society, but that is the fact of the case. Because people should not be jumping over fences and throwing haymakers when anybody who just bought a ticket could have been caught up in that nonsense. So thank you, Dana White, because guess what? At some point, this will all die down. We'll figure out how to make a ton of money. The UFC is going to figure it out. Everybody's going to figure it out because that fight was something else. And then you want to tune in to see what happens next. But thank you, Dana White, for having the right tone. It's bad. We shouldn't do that. And at some point, we'll turn the page. They're crazy not to. If we find out that nobody got hurt, and if the proper amount of fines is thrown in there, and if somebody broke the law, put them on the books. Happened to Conor. He wore the bracelets in New York City, where they don't mess around.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.